So my real father practically disowned my brothers, sister, and me, and took on his new family and his new wife, and I have tried to reconnect with him to no success. He even told my uncles to not help us so we would fail and have to go to him. There's other stuff he has done to hurt my brothers and sister, so I am not sure if I should forget all that and not consider him as a father at all, or what path to take. Any thought is appreciated.
I haven't seen my mom since I was 7. She's still alive. She's somewhere in Iowa, I think. But I haven't seen her since I was 7. And then before that, I didn't see her from the time I was 6 months old until I was about 5 or something like that. So I've had maybe, we'll say, a total of 6 months with my mom in my entire life. And growing up, that really fucked with me pretty bad, because in all reality, this person abandoned me. The last person that's supposed to, the motherly figure. And then I had a lot of resentment. And I had a lot of resentment towards women because of her actions growing up. And then eventually, I realized that all of that tension and that hatred and not knowing if I should hate this person or love this person because they're my parent, all of this stuff, it was just causing me unneeded suffering. You have to separate yourself from your parents, because you're not your parents. They're dealing with their own shit that they probably picked up from their parents, and they've experienced different things in life that just caused them to not be a good individual. They're suffering on their own front, and it sucks that you are now a byproduct of that, and you're having to deal with all of that as well. But you cannot let it affect you to the point where it is holding you back. Should you be involved in your dad's life? Well, if he doesn't want you to be, and if he wants you to fail, then fuck the dude. That's my opinion on it. Like, that sucks. That's terrible. But are you going to allow your entire life to be miserable because of this one individual? Or are you going to say, you know what? I hate it that he obviously has his own shit that he needs to deal with that he's not, but I'm not going to let it affect me anymore. If he wants to be in my life, then he can be in my life. But if you're going to try to sabotage my success because you want me to fail, fuck you. There's no way. I don't care who you are. Like, you can't put up with that. That's my perspective on it. Luckily, there's 2 other people at the table that may not be as aggressive. What do you think, Joe?
I think, I mean, that's tough. Like, one, I've not been in the situation that this person's in, nor have I been in the situation that you've walked through. I did walk through, like, my life. I did grow up with, a whole step side of families, though, right? So I was always closer to, like, one side of families than another, and then you get older, and, I'm closer with one side of my family than I am in the other. And me and my wife are actually talking about this recently with, like, some stuff I've dealt with is, like, I think that this person is still your father, that this person's talking about. Like, that person's still your mom, but I don't think that justifies you having to go through something in life that you shouldn't have to go through, right? So, like, if I've tried, this person says, like, tried to reconnect and it's not working,
that's all you can do.
It doesn't mean that they're still not my biological family member.
You don't owe them anything, though.
But yeah, so, like, I've done everything that I could, and now the ball's in your court. If you want this, great, but I'm not going out of my way to do.
Don't close that door forever.
Yes.
Right. And that whenever I was talking, it came off that way. I'm not saying close that door forever, but you don't owe that person anything. Just because they are your father or your mother or aunt or uncle or grandma or anything like that. You don't owe that person anything. If you can say that you tried your best and that sits good with you, if you're good with yourself because you say, hey, I tried my best, this person doesn't want to be on the same page, that's their issue. That's not mine.
Real father figure here sounds like a pretty miserable person.
That's what I mean. They got their own issues, man.
And whoever, submitted this question, it's not your job to fix this person. I don't care who they are.
You can't change anyone's feelings.
You can't. It's not up to you to fix this. Now, it's also not up to you to fix the relationship. Can you try? Absolutely. But like you said, if it's not there, like, don't close that door off, but also don't allow that to hold you back. Because
going back to my mom, I don't have any ill will towards this person. Like I said, growing up, I did. Nowadays, though, like, she actually sent me a friend request on Facebook a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so this is kind of cool that we're answering this question now. And I texted my sister. That's her mom as well. My sister's dealt with more shit involving my mom than I have. More just trauma, I guess. Like I said, she wasn't in my life. I was like the bastard kid that she just forgot about, which, if anything, that was a blessing. But like I told my dad and my sister, I don't really care. Like, I don't love this person, but I don't have any hatred towards them. And I consider sometimes it's like, should I reconnect? Just so this person, because at this point, she's 40 something. I'm sure she regrets a lot of her decisions. Should I continue to be ill-willed and just be stubborn and be like, hey, I'm never talking to you because 15 years ago I decided not to? No, but at the same time, what good is that going to do me? Because this person, my mother, is a toxic person. She has so much shit that she has probably not worked on. And what is that going to do when I open up that door again? It's going to make me go in reverse. I got my kid that I have to worry about. Right now, my kid has no idea that this person exists. And as far as I'm concerned, that's for the best. So if I reopen that door, am I going to slide backwards because of it? Am I going to be wasting mental energy trying to figure all this shit out all of a sudden? Or is it just better left closed? That's the decision that you have to make for yourself. But at the same time, in this person's situation, it's forced closed from the other person. So until that other person decides to fix things and to not be such a miserable piece of shit, just move on with your life. Accept it for what it is. Yeah. Do you wish it could be better? Absolutely. Of course. We all wish that, we had better parents maybe, or a different spouse, or I don't know. You wish that life was different, but here's the reality of it. It's not. So you can either accept that and make the best of the situation, or you continue to let it keep you down. And as far as I'm concerned, you cannot allow it to keep you down. You got to accept it for what it is and move on.
I would also challenge this person before we move on to lean into the relationships that they say they do have. Like, this person multiple times, I'm assuming, has great relationships with their brother, sister, even uncle and stuff. And it's like, enjoy those. You can leave that avenue open, like you said, but like, don't let this take up like so much of your time. Lean into what you have. And if homeboy wants to come back into the thing, he's going to have to earn it at that point.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%. And you don't, even if that door does become open again, which I hope it does. Oh, this person's dad comes around and he's like, hey, let's fix things. Don't just open up arms wide open. Be cautious, because once again, this person could be going through a little phase and then could result back to the old self, which is toxic and could cause you suffering. So, don't keep that door closed, but also, like Joe said, have gratitude for the people that you do have in your life. And that's going to make this whole thing easier, because once you accept, it's like, yeah, this person isn't necessarily the best, but man, I got awesome siblings. My uncle's fucking solid. Like, I got a lot of really good people around me. That makes the other person doesn't have as much of an impact on you anymore.
Your siblings are going through this too.
Yeah.
It says brothers. So you have multiple brothers and a sister. Like, they're all walking through the same thing.
Yeah, it's like I said with my sister, she dealt with more than I did with it. And we talk about it every once in a while. But my other siblings, we don't ever bring her up. But yeah, definitely just be grateful for the people that you have in your life, and don't keep the door closed forever. But also, this isn't your responsibility at this point. If you've tried your best, then accept it for what it is, man.